Hello and welcome to DiceTillDawn and my second video of this Christmas 2015 shopping guide. And this time I will go through my 5 recommendations as gifts for a gamer, of course if they don't have it already. And these are also all released either this year here in Finland at least, or just at the end of the last year. So most of these are pretty new and should be available around the world, I hope. Some might have some print run out or something like that, but they should be either available now or very soon, I hope. Of course, I might be wrong on some of these, so if I am, I'm sorry. But yeah, let's go on to my 5 gamers games, and one is Dead of Winter. This is basically a trader kind of game where you are, or Walking Dead, I guess, in a board game format, where one of you might be a traitor and works actually against the team, but other than that you are just basically trying to keep your own colony safe from the zombies and from each other, because this is, as Walking Dead, it's also a lot about the relations between the game or the players, because it's not that zombies are like more of a nuisance or a problem you have to take care of, but it's not very hard to manage it in a way. And it's not just about the zombies here. You don't just kill zombies to kill zombies. There's a lot more going on here. Everyone has their own objective they are trying to complete, and one of you, as I said, might be a traitor who's actually working against your group and stuff like that. So it's very thematic and very, I guess, Christmassy feeling in a sense. There's actually even the mall Santa here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. But yeah, highly recommend 2 to 5 players and great fun. Semi-cooperative, I guess you could say. Check out Dead of Winter. The second game, I guess this is the heavy Euro game of the list. I really like, and it's Alchemists. By Czech Games edition, and this uses an app, a phone app, to great effect. You can play without the app if one player actually doesn't play and just is the referee in a way, but yeah, I guess that won't happen. But the app is available for most phones or devices, and it works perfectly, and even one is enough. Of course it's better if many players have their own, but even one phone that works is fine. And the app is actually very much needed in this game, but it doesn't run the game. The game is a huge, great multi-option worker placement, which just has this one mechanism which wouldn't work without the app. So don't be alarmed that this is just some weird combo of those things. Very heavy Euro game, I would say, where your worker placement, where you're trying to, there are these some flowers or things, and you have to determine the composition of those things during the game and say that this kind of things, for example the frog leg, this is made up of a small green and big blue and big red thing, which are atoms in a way. So you have to try to do your best at what I can say, researching the stuff. And of course, because you are scientists, you have to publish your findings and be quick about it, and this game actually pushes you to do it before you can actually be served it. So if you can take a risk and try to publish something you don't really know about, or you can wait and be sure, but then you've lost already points and stuff like that. So there's a high risk reward thing here. Or you can try different variations, and you can try leeching off the other player's findings and doing more of the artifact things, stuff like that. So there are options here, and it's just a pretty game also. The components are amazing. So if you like Euros and heavy Euros and worker placement, check out Alchemists. Okay, and then we're on to one of the greatest games this year, Pandemic Legacy. So this is, I just did a video of this, so check that out if you want more information. But basically this is Pandemic, the cooperative game in a story format where it just plays from 2 to 12, 12 to 24 games and ends after that. But your choices affect the game and the game changes after every game. So it's just your own story with your group, 2 to 4 players, and great fun. Okay, and then we're on to Legendary Encounters, the alien deck building game. And what can I say? I've done a video of this and praised it, and it's great. And so not much else. It's for 1 to 5 players. It's highly thematic cooperative game deck builder, in which you can follow all of the 4 Alien movies, and the feeling is just alien all around, and a great co-op at that. It's very hard with higher player count, so be sure to check out Legendary Encounters. And last but not least, I have The Voyages of Marco Polo. This is actually from the designers of Jolkin, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and this is actually skyrocketing up to the top also. It's just weird that it's pretty heavy Euro, or at least medium heavy Euro type of game, but it still plays in a 2-player game in under an hour, 45-50 minutes, and still the choices are mind-bendingly hard and like very tough, and it still manages to do that in 40-45-50 minutes in a 2-player game, which is very weird because it's actually very like heavy in decisions. But basically you are one of the, maybe you can be Marco Polo on one other character from the era. You can travel the Silk Road, and all of the characters have very broken special powers. They are just amazingly powerful in comparison to each other, but they're all like that, and they seem to be pretty balanced to me. There might be 1 or 2 which are a bit worse, at least in a 2-player game, or 1 or 2 which are slightly better, but I haven't seen any character win constantly or anything like that. So if you actually know the game well and know how to utilize their abilities, I think you will see that they are mostly balanced. Many players think that the guy that doesn't roll die is absolutely best, and yeah, I think he's one of the better ones, but in a sense he doesn't get anything else, so I think it balances out, and I have seen that guy lose games. So if you like special powers and Eurogame and sort of a theme, I guess, and not much, but the map is nice components, you're traveling through the Silk Road if you want, and doing trading with collecting ingredients and trading them and completing these objectives and stuff like that in a quick package, but with a lot of meaty decisions. Be sure to check out The Voyages of Marco Polo. Okay, so that was my 5 recommendations for a Christmas present for a gamer. And next up, I think I will go through some party type of games, and we'll see where we go from there. So, see you next time. Thank you.